Here we go. Here we go. Another video out here. GPS, Google Maps. Don't blindly follow them. You guys, I hear all the time, well, I got to follow it so I know where to go. Well, no, you don't. Before you start going and you're going to go somewhere, look at your Google Maps, look at your GPS, and you know they got options where you can see the route. You blindly follow that GPS or that you know, and you guys that using these maps off your phones, a lot of times it's taking you in a route that takes you longer. It might say shorter, but it's shorter for a car. That phone isn't taking you on a truck route. It's taking you on a car route. It might show faster, but faster for a car, but not a truck. Your truck GPS, for example, you're in Iowa and you're going south, like let's say to somewhere in Texas, and you're going to take that 35. A lot of times what it'll do is, you know, you're going to go through Emporia. A lot of times what it'll do is it'll bring you down 35, up 29, and then down 635, which is a damn good route. But once it gets you to 70 over there, it'll kick you over to Topeka and then down to Emporia. Which it costs more money to do that. More money in IFTA and more money in tolls, because then you got your tolls on 70, then you got your tolls down that 335 to Emporia once you hook back up 35. If you's on that 635 and if you looked at it, it'd have been better if you just went right by 70, went right underneath 70 and kept going, another 4 miles? I think it's like 4 miles south there. You hook back up to 35 and you go down to Emporia. You considerably reduce the amount of money that you're paying in tolls. You're going to end up paying about the same in IFTA, maybe. It might be a little less. But here's the deal. You're paying more on IFTA when you're running Kansas like that. So why the hell pay the tolls, extra tolls, when you're already paying all that IFTA? Yes, I know a lot of you guys are company drivers, but my guy, he went that way and he followed his GPS. Took him out to Topeka and took him down. Now, if he would have dropped down and he would have went 35 instead of out there on 70 and down, he would have gotten farther than what he did. He didn't even get to Emporia. But if he would have went the other way, which is a little shorter, he could have essentially got down to that first travel rest area on the turnpike or on the toll road, which he would have been farther. But there again, don't follow your GPS and your phone map religiously. Plan your trip before you leave. You know where you're going to be stopping. You know, if you're doing like a 7 and 3 or 8 and 2 split, try and position yourself so where you're gonna where you can get rid of that half-hour break, because you can put your 8-hour or your 3 or your 2 or your 7 in a position so where you don't have to do your half-hour break. You can include it within that break. With that said, You guys have a safe one. Stay out of trouble. Keep the shiny side up.